This is Lindsay. It's Sunday, November 3rd, 2024, and I'm just going to document. I don't really want to do this in the light. Anyway, I want to talk about some of the weird gang stalking stuff that they did to me today. Okay, first of all, I guess I can do this in the dark. I don't really know if I want to do this. Why not? But so this morning I decided I kind of wanted to stay home and rest, but I decided to go to the gym and figured that it's Sunday, it shouldn't be too bad. So I went there, and it was okay. It was okay for the most part, but they're still doing some of this stalking stuff, and must I say it again? It's mostly a certain race of people, blacks, doing this to me, as I'll say again, and I've emphasized this a lot, and whatever, I don't care what people think about it or what I say as far as my thoughts about that, because I've talked about this over and over again. I don't really care, because at this point, since obviously they know who I am and they know that I have a YouTube channel and all this stuff, I'm sure, whatever, and they work for the fucking government and things like this, they know that I dislike them, or that they know that I'm onto them. Let's just put it that way. Or that is to say, these people stalking me, working for the government or whoever, keeping tabs on me and doing all this stupid community-based harassment, gang stalking stuff. So, which just gives them an excuse to do something, because really they're just bothering people. They don't have any business getting involved with people that they don't have any, it's just their way of trying to be do-gooders in the community, when in fact it's the opposite, because it's like, I'm not a 15-year-old. I don't need to be monitored by strangers who, for the most part, I'm actually probably more intelligent than a lot of these fucking people, just because they have some silly fucking job at the government or some fucking security guard job or whatever the fuck it is. Sorry, but it's like they act so arrogant because of their whatever it is that they think that they're doing a service to the community, and it's just so stupid, and quite honestly it's laughable. So there's the same girl there today who every time this black woman, she's just really loud. Like, usually she's talking really loud, having loud conversations in the ladies' locker room right there by the sinks where you wash your hands and all that. She's usually on the phone fucking around doing something, not really, just doing nothing except talking loud on her phone, and that's about all I've ever really seen her do. And then I've seen her get on the treadmill for maybe about 20 minutes at the most, and then she'll do some stuff on the leg press machine. That's about all I've ever seen her do. And it doesn't matter. I'm just saying I know the patterns of these people because I see them there, and I predicted that she would be here today. I knew she was going to show up. And sure enough, whenever she left, she leaves a mess. She always leaves, and I know it's her. I know it's her doing it. She'll leave several paper towels, the paper towels, which are Scott brand, right there by the sink or right there by the wastebasket. Like she's too lazy to actually throw it away, so she just leaves it right there by the sink, or exactly right by the trash bin. All you have to do is push it a few inches and it'll be inside the trash container. But she does it on purpose, knowing to see if I'm going to pick it up or put it in the trash bin. This is a fucking thing that they do to me to put me to the test, to see if I'm going to pick up after their fucking messes that they make. So it makes me so mad that I when I see this kind of shit, that there's a part of me that's like, why? I ask myself, why do I do that? Why do I need to pay or play the role of the unpaid helper, right? I'm not the janitor. I'm not getting paid to clean up after people. I'm not on salary position there. It's like being the unpaid helper or whatever, who's always under all this fucking scrutiny and being surveilled and kind of whatever, put under the spotlight to be mocked and exploited. That's what goes on with me at that place, okay? They directly do this kind of shit to me, and who wouldn't be infuriated if you go through that on a daily basis for no reason other than their own fucking ignorance, right? So, me, there's a part of me that whatever, my instincts tell me to pick it up. Even though I dislike that person, or I see that they're doing it on purpose to try to test me or annoy me, I still pick it up. I don't care who left it there. I'm going to pick it up and put it in the fucking trash can or whatever. It makes me mad to see a mess like that at the gym it just makes me mad. You can do that in your own house. You can do that in your car. But when it comes to the gym, since I'm there every day almost, or so much, and it's kind of like a health place, and I don't understand why people would be disrespectful like that. I don't understand it. If I'm in somebody's home, if I'm in a public place, I'm going to make sure I clean up after myself. If I leave a mess in a public bathroom or whatever, even I clean up after myself. It's just common sense and common courtesy to do that. And this person's not doing it on accident. She does it intentionally to fuck with me. I can guarantee that because I know that for a fact because I've commented about it before, and she does it just to piss me off to see if I'm going to pick the trash up or not. And so that happened. And then of course when I left the locker room, she's out on she grins at me, and she's on the leg press machine just smiling, like a big smile on her face, like laughing. I'm thinking, oh my God, do you have anything fucking better to do? How much money are you getting paid to do this shit? And honestly, it's just ridiculous. It's really stupid that they get paid to do this kind of stupid crap. And they're adults, but they act like teenagers. And so whenever you go through that all the time, inevitably it's going to make you so fucking mad at some point that you have an outburst like me when I get home. That is to say, I don't do it in public, but the way they antagonize me and fucking taunt me and harass me and stalk me and do this fucking shit, surveilling me, it makes me so fucking mad. You have no idea how agitated it makes me, and I don't know how I'm able to maintain my sanity level as well as I am, considering all that stress that it inflicts on me. Because I'm there to actually do something. I'm not just fucking around. I'm actually working up a sweat and doing something, as opposed to some of these people that are there just to fucking show off and whatever it is, do their gang stalking crap. Because they're not, I see it. I see what they're doing. And it's, like I said, it's always some fucking black bitch doing this, some black woman or some dumbass black man. And sorry, but that if they're going to behave like that, then I'm going to call them out for it. If you behave like a fucking typical stupid, then I'm going to talk about it at home on my video. I don't care who hears it. They say that your words are curse. I don't give a fucking shit. Let the whole world hear what I have to say. I don't care. I really don't. This is how I feel. This is what I go through. And to hell with what they think. I'm not here to fucking babysit you or play like I like you when I don't. Because it is, whether people want to see this or not, you can go to church all fucking day, every day of the week, and nothing's going to change. This is just the way the world really is, okay? And if people don't understand that there's a war out there going on every day, then you need to wake up, because it is going on. It is subtly going on. I know that you can have friends that are of a different race and relationships and all that. Look, whatever. I don't give a fucking shit what people do. If you want to have a boyfriend that's black or a girlfriend I don't give a fucking shit. Good for you. I don't want to mix. I'm not interested in personally getting, and I'm constantly getting hit on by black men on a dating site, whatever. They're always constantly sending me messages, hitting on me, and I'm not interested. I'm sorry to be mean, but I'm not interested in dating black men. I never have, and I never will. It's just not something I'm interested in. I don't date blacks. I never have, and I don't have any desire to. And I guess they know that, and so they seem to think that like they can push me and try to pressure me into doing that, whatever their agenda is, but it's not going to work. Because I know what I like and what I don't like as far as that goes, and I'm not gonna, and plus, I have other reasons as to why. And like I said, there's plenty of mixed race people out there, plenty of black men with white women, or white women with black, whatever. Okay, I don't care. Do it the fuck you want to do. I couldn't care less. But you don't have to judge me for having my own preferences. Okay, I don't care. You can call me a racist, whatever. I don't give a fucking shit what these people think about me. I really don't care. Because I know that they talk shit about me all the time and laugh at me all the time. Even when you're nice to them and you think that no, they're going to turn around and start fucking laughing at you and stalking you and doing all that. That's at least in my experience. So I just try to not talk to anybody. I just try to avoid people altogether, because what they do is they'll turn around and use it against you or entrap you in speech to, put you on the spot where you say something stupid or you tell too much information. And so really you're just setting yourself up for looking like a fool, because that's what they want you to do, is look stupid, so that they can further have a reason to do this stupid stuff that they do. And this is a sign of people who have arrested development immaturity issues, because I know how to conduct myself like an adult. I was raised to have manners. I was raised to respect people, even if they're black or whatever the fuck it is. I was just raised to be kind to people. But the older I've gotten and the more horrible experiences I've had with people of different races and cultures, the more I'm like, fuck you too. I don't give a shit. I'm not going to bend over backwards to cater to your fucking ass in my country or the United States just because you don't speak the fucking language. Because I don't care. Learn the goddamn language then. You want to live here? Learn English. Learn English. There's no excuse. But they don't. They're lazy. And I'm talking about a lot of people who come over here who refuse to learn English. And they easily get the jobs, these manual labor jobs and whatnot, and they don't really pay tax. A lot of them do, but half of them don't have a driver's license. Half of them don't have a work permit, but they come over here in droves and just take over pretty much. And that's pretty much everywhere now. And you're expected to cater to them and not ask questions. And, if you get in a car accident with one of them, then guess what? It's your fault. There's all kinds of things that they get away with because. And you would think that the Constitution would protect you in this country, but it doesn't. It doesn't. And nobody cares about that. We live in a social communist country now. If people don't understand that, you probably need to realize that that's what it's geared towards, or that's what the agenda is. And it's been like that for a long time. And so that's a goal of these fucking elitist social communists, is to wipe out the European white Caucasians so that it's a big mixed race country, where a big mixed culture melting pot where nobody gives a shit about anything. It's like, and they always make fun of American whites. Oh, well, you don't have a culture. What are you? I'm European. God damn it. Is there a problem? Oh, you're just a white trash. Or I've never been called white trash, but people are so ignorant. They're so ignorant about European culture and about the fact that they hate these people. And I used to fool myself into thinking that they didn't. But the reality is that most people that are not of any kind of European descent, and a lot of people have a little bit of everything. But a lot of people who have no European, they might be purely African or Asian or East Indian, which is part of Asia. They have this animosity. They have this hatred. It seems that, and they try to hide it, but they have this hatred towards the white Caucasians, and you see it all the time. You see it, and it's called reverse discrimination, because they want to act like it's the other way around, when in fact, no, I don't think that's the way it is. I don't think that, and I see that white people are pretty much the minority now anyway, especially people of European. I mean, they're not. You know, when you look around in any big city, mostly unless you're in a predominantly Caucasian area, you're not going to see. You're going to see mostly dark-skinned people, and a lot of them don't speak English, and blacks. That's pretty much all I see mostly. Here in San Antonio, I don't see, I mean, mostly that's what I see. And it's like, okay, I'm used to it. I don't really care. But if they have the fucking audacity to pick on me and bully me around, well, God damn it, I'm going to throw it back at you. Okay. That's what you get. Because I don't go around doing that, but they've been doing that to me for so long, since especially living here, that, fuck you. Fuck you. I don't give a shit what you think about me. I really don't care. I really couldn't care less. I have to preserve my own sanity and my own whatever. And no, I don't have any kids. And no, you can shame me because I don't have any kids and I'm not married and all the shit that they like to do, especially men who shame women who are single with no kids and, what's wrong with you and all the shit that they do, because a lot of them are in miserable marriages or a failed marriage that went bad, and so I no longer am attracted to my wife. We no longer have sex, so I get with a bunch of prostitutes because I'm a sex addict and I just want my dick sucked and I don't care who I sleep with as long as they're sexually pleasing me. That's how people are nowadays, and so you may as well get used to the fact that if you're in your 40s or 50s and you're single, you're going to be single the rest of your life. I've realized that, and quite frankly, I'm okay with it. I don't want to waste time and energy on some stupid fake relationship that gets me nowhere except fucking dragged down to their level of intelligence, which is usually subpar intelligence, and they're stupid sex addicts that don't have anything to talk about. They're just stupid. You can't have a conversation with them. All they want to, it's like I've gotten so sick of that with the mentality of some of these men that I'm just better off single. And quite frankly, I just have lost interest in pretty much all of them. They have nothing to offer. They're not interesting. They're not attractive to me. I just don't find, most of them, they think that they're all that, but they're not. And then all they want to do is pick on you and tell you that you're fat and ugly and that you need to get Botox and plastic surgery, and why don't you look like Jennifer Lopez, or what's wrong with you? And this is how they are, especially these fucking Mexican asshole, fucking Chicano Mexicans who are fucking assholes. Most of them are real dickheads. I'm sorry, but the Mexican men, the Hispanics, Mexican Americans, by far are the biggest assholes I think I've ever met in my life, along with the blacks, because they're just oversexed men that, they're just, their culture is such that they treat women like fucking objects, and they're just rude, they're mean, and they cheat and they lie, and you can't count on that. That's just how they are. And it's like, you know what? I'm not stupid. I know how you are, and I know you already know how they're gonna behave and treat you eventually like they're fucking doormat or a slave. So you're pretty much better off alone. At least I am, and I don't even want to waste my time with any more of these jackasses. I'm not going to waste time. It's a waste of time. It really is. Unless they have some kind of interest that you have, like maybe something that you have in common, then you're just wasting your time, in my opinion. Because they're just looking to get laid. They're just looking for something to stick their dick in or suck their dick, and then tell them that they're handsome, and then spend all their money on them, and then that's how it is pretty much with most of these fake relationships nowadays. And so it's like, thank God I don't have to deal with a marriage or being involved with somebody and living. I'm glad I live alone. I'm glad I'm single, and I'm glad I don't have kids. And if you don't like me for that, I quite frankly don't give a shit what you think. I couldn't care less. But that's the way people treat women like me who don't have kids and whatnot. But so that happened today, and I just was ignoring it, and then they're doing all their other shit to try to provoke. Some people were definitely trying to get me to react, and I just ignored it. I'm just gonna ignore their stuff that they do as long as I keep going there. If I keep going there, I don't know. Because it's just really it's hard to explain. But then Well, I can't explain it. I see what they're doing. It's easy to explain, actually. But I don't, and I, like I said, if I offend you, too fucking bad. I don't care. The videos are private. I make them for myself, not you. I mean, at some point I might probably make them public again, but honestly, like I said, I do it for my own therapy, for my own, just because I need to get it out or talk about it for myself. And so then I come home, I get here, and the back door is wide open, and I know that I locked it when I left because I actually double checked like I do every time I leave to make sure the door is locked, and it was. And I get home and the fucking thing is wide open, and there's some stuff on the counter that I know I had that I didn't put there, some food items. There's some things on the floor. I went into the bathroom and somebody looks like they used a commode and didn't flush it. There was like toilet paper in there and looked like pee. That was not me because I cleaned it before I left. And then it looks like they went through my jewelry because I noticed that I'm missing a couple of my rings. So I need to recheck because if they stole some of my rings, my rings that I had inherited from my deceased grandmother, well, thanks a lot, dumb fuck, for doing that, stealing my jewelry or whatever, because it looks like there's some things missing. So I let my mother know about that, and she's like, and I said, I guess I'm gonna have to call the police, which I haven't even done that yet because a lot of fucking good that's gonna do, because I know that they're gonna, just laugh at me every time I call them. They make a joke. They don't do. It's like it's a waste of fucking time because they don't take anything seriously, at least in my situation usually. So I try to avoid calling them because they don't give a shit. What are they gonna do? Oh, let me do a police report and then do nothing. And then they wad it up and throw it away probably. So especially if you're a targeted person, that's what they do. So I was pretty upset about that, and then. And then I went outside to put something in the trash, and these people are sitting out there at that house. Oh, hi, hey there. And I'm like, what the fuck? Don't talk. I just ignored them. I'm not going to talk to these people. I'm not going to engage in any kind of conversation with them after all the shit that I went through with these people over there. This flop house, fucking drugged in, working for the fucking sheriff's department as whores and drug. No. Fuck you. Don't even try to talk to me. Don't even fucking try it. Ever. Because I'm never going to say a word to those people ever again. Ever. So that happened today. And that's it. I just thought I'd document that because that's just a typical scenario of what I go through on a daily basis as a victim of this fucking gang stalking shit.